Hi, it's Cass from DockyDock. So today I'm going to show you how to install your jet ski DockyDock and do it correctly to make sure that everything runs smoothly and functions as it should. So to start off with, I say the best bet is to inflate your jet ski DockyDock, and then you can start with the installation of the metal. So first off, what I'll do, I'll show you the metal laid out on the floor. You'll be able to see how it will lie when it's inside of the DockyDock. So here we have the brackets. So these brackets will go onto the DockyDock, and I'll show you here that there is a square mark on the top and on the bottom, and these holes are where the bolts will lock through to make sure the bracket stays secure. So that's the brackets. These are the arms, the side arms for the metal. Everything's labelled starboard and port, so you don't get confused. As long as you make sure that starboard matches starboard and port matches port, everything will run and be secure properly. So this is how it will be laid out inside the DockyDock. The arms will go through the sleeves, and the back gate section of the back centre bar will go at the back. And these are the two sliding bolts, and they, as you can see here, once it's in, these bolts will bolt through these holes here, and that will attach it. And then the sliding bolt here, this will go through. Everything's marked as a sliding bolt here, and that will go through here as so. And you'll see that the holes match up, and this is where these bolts will come and then keep everything secure. So what we'll do, we'll install it inside of the DockyDock now, and then this will hopefully help you make sure everything is correct. So if we install the sliding arms first. You'll see here on the DockyDock that there's two holes. These holes will allow, you'll see now, the screw to poke out. So you make sure that when you put the arms through, if you pull it a little bit more, you'll see here that it pops out and over the nut. So that's this side done. After you've done the arms, we put the back bar in. Go through the back sleeve. Now, we'll take the sliding extenders. So these here, if you see on the side, there's a gap here. This is where the sliding extender pushes through, and you'll see it will meet up with it. And there we go. So keep that there for now. You get the other side on. And as you can see on the label, starboard both matches and port matches. And you need to make sure when you tighten the bolts and the nuts, you need to make sure you tighten it with the ratchet and it's nice and tight. So what happens now you've got the sliding bolt in, this will simply go over the top, and then you'll have, when you get sent to, you'll have two holes, and you'll put this over the top and then bolt through from the underneath the bolt, which will come through, and then you'll tie it on with a locking nut. Tension it so it's nice in position. And you'll see here on the top of the material you'll have two holes. These holes are, well, they need to match up with where the sliding bolts go on the metal. So the best way to do it is if you take the bolt, put it underneath like that, and then match it with a hole and poke it through. And then the same goes for this one here. So let's take another bolt through. And that matches up there nicely. So make sure it's all straight. Take the sliding extender over the top, and then I'm going to use normal bolts, but when you install it, you'll be using locking nuts. So make sure you use the locking nuts and tighten them on tightly. The bolts through these holes. The material's flat. Tighten everything up. So now we've got the sliding bolts in, we'll start off with we'll start now with the brackets. So as you can see, I've got on this side here, you've clearly marked on the side a nice big square. So this is a reference to where this is to go. So this will go on there like that, and you can see the hole, and this is where the bolt will go through to clamp on. So you put that there and take the other side, and you see this side has a kind of a square on the corner. This goes in the inside at the top of this piece here, and the same, the other side mirrors it. Like that. Material. I'd recommend getting the top one done first and then doing the underneath side. So you can see here fits underneath. Yeah. You can see here, I'll put it through, and then I'll tighten that with a locking nut. Right, so that's the bracket on. You need to make sure you tighten it tightly with a ratchet to make sure it doesn't wobble, and then we'll do the next side over here. Again, you'll see that I'm going to put this piece with the square, I'm going to put it in the inside at the top. Right, so the brackets are now in. The final thing to now do is, if you just get that side of me there, simply take the bolt and put it through the hole, like so. After you've got that in, take the locking nut and tie it on tightly. See here, I'm just going to tie that on. This will be a locking nut. And then what we'll do, we'll take one 19mm ratchet here, another one here, and it might be best to deflate. So now what we'll do, we'll take the 290mm spanners, which we supply with the DockyDock, put one of the ratchets here, on this bolt side here, and then one of them in the inside, and then simply use the ratchet to tighten it, make sure it's on there securely. So when you do it, hold this side just still, just to hold the bolt, and then use this one to tighten. So it's nice and tight. And the same on this side. Hold the inside one, and use this one to tighten it. Right, so that's nice and tight. So that will complete the installation process of the metal for your DockyDock. Thank you.